Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now today's video is what if Naruto was a Soul Reaper part 2. I'd like to thank you guys for getting the last video to 10 likes pretty quickly, within 2 days. And like I said, if you get 10 likes, then the next part will come out. And the same would be said for today as well. Get this video to 10 likes and I'll try to get part 3 as fast as I can. I hope you guys enjoy and I'll see you guys in the video. We start this video off with a recap of what happened in last episode. Naruto had just unlocked his spiritual energy, and he had also unlocked his chakra as well. So far, his chakra coils are low, but eventually they will grow back up because he has Kurama, and of course he's a Uzumaki. And since they're unsealed again, he's gonna grow more chakra. 2 days after meeting up with Hiruzen, Naruto would be paired up with an Anbu. Surprisingly, this Anbu would have a skull mask instead of an animal one, as Naruto would give the name Hollow to him. Hollow Anbu, the Anbu that's named Hollow because he has a skull mask, would start to teach Naruto Kenjutsu, and due to the fact that Naruto knew some Kenjutsu techniques but were very sloppy and very bad with it, Hollow would just teach him the basics. So Naruto's skills and swords would slowly increase, eventually getting to Genin level Kenjutsu. Naruto would beg Hollow to teach him more, maybe to get him to Chunin level Kenjutsu, but due to the fact that Hollow has a limited time with Naruto, because the teams for the Genins have already been set up. Kakashi had already got set up with Sasuke and Sakura, and they did do the bell test. And they passed surprisingly due to the fact that Sakura was a simp and Kakashi gave her the bell and asked her what she's going to do, and then she gave it to Sasuke, so they technically passed. And so far they're just doing a bunch of teamwork exercises. They're not going to do a lot because they're missing another Genin, and eventually they will do another bell test when Naruto is able to join them. Currently Naruto has about a week to train with Hollow and get stronger before he gets embedded or get put into the group of Team 7. As Naruto would finish his training with Hollow, it has been 3 days, leaving 2 days for him to train on his own. Based on his skills right now, he is able to take down at least most of the Genins with swords. The hand taijutsu is very difficult for him, but he did learn some taijutsus because if he does lose his sword, he has to learn how to fight with hands as well. Right now, Naruto is in the Forest of Death. He's like going here because after unlocking his spiritual energy, weird creatures would start to go after him, which he had given them the name Hollow as well, due to the fact that his teacher had a skull match and he called them Hollow, and all these other creatures had skulls, so he just called them Hollows as well. So he's just calling everything a Hollow at this point that looks dead. The Anbu with the skull mask was obviously not called Hollow, it was given a different name, but Naruto didn't really care. He called the old man, so he didn't really care for respect at this moment. As he would be walking through the forest, he would be glad that Anko wasn't there. Throughout the days he would enter the Forest of Death, he would meet Anko rarely because she is a Jonin, so she does have missions. But every time they do, Naruto doesn't really like their interaction because Anko is very weird and he doesn't like that. So he likes to avoid her at all costs. But right now, Anko isn't here, so he doesn't have to worry about hiding. As he continued walking through, he would continue to kill a bunch of hollows, or little hollows, not very big ones, as he would gain more spiritual energy with each hollow he kills. But eventually his spiritual energy would get too much. Eventually he'd be on a tree looking down as he's been very bored. He killed half of the hollows in the Forest of Death at this point, so he doesn't really know what else to do until he sees a 3-year-old girl just wandering around in the forest. Being confused, he would continue to follow the girl, wondering why she was in the forest in the first place, because there's a giant gate around it and it's sealed off to like all the civilians. And based on this girl's spiritual energy and chakra, because don't forget Naruto is also a censored ninja, so he's able to still sense chakra, but not very good at it. His range is low because he was never trained on how to sense chakra. So currently he's like a basic location, like he's a basic sensory ninja at this point. So he's just following this girl around. Eventually a giant snake would burst out of the trees trying to eat this girl. As he would jump down, cutting it in half, he would smile at the girl as he just saved a life. But before he could do anything, the girl would smile and suddenly float up. When he looked up, he would see it connected to a weird wire, and bam, he was hit straight in the chest, sending him flying as he crashed through a massive tree as the giant tree would fall down. Anko, far, far away, or just getting back from a mission, would notice one of the trees fall down and would immediately be worried as she would start to run over, wondering what caused that. Naruto, in the Forest of Death, would get up confused on what just happened as he would see a massive frog-like creature just looking at him. What the hell is that? As the Grand Fisher would smile. His prey had a lot of spiritual energy, and if he ate him, he might as well become a Rancor at this point, as he would get ready to pounce on Naruto, about to get the best meal of his life. Naruto would pick up his sword and point it at the Fisher. What the hell are you? As the Grand Fisher would smile as he would begin to speak, which would surprise Naruto due to the fact that all the other hollows that he has killed has never ever spoken and either said something like short word sentences and other stuff. This time, this one was talking to him. You're gonna be my prey, so I suggest you just stay there as I eat you. Naruto would get a sweat drop. I'm not gonna stand here and die, as he would immediately start to run away from this Fisher, realizing that this is much more powerful than he's ever anticipated. As he continued running, the Grand Fisher would continue to hop on its way. Every time it landed on the ground, the trees and rocks would rumble. As Naruto would notice that the rumbling would get closer, he would jump up, turning around as he would see the Fisher about to clamp its mouth onto him. Holding his sword out, the Grand Fisher's mouth would be held open with the sword, as the top of his mouth would be stabbed. The Grand Fisher would be angry as its tongue would smack out, hitting Naruto and hitting the sword out in the process. As the both of them would go flying, Naruto grabbed the sword, stabbing it into the ground, stopping his descent further into the forest. Taking out his sword from the ground, he would watch as the Grand Fisher would feel the top of its mouth as there would be a deep hole, blood splashing out of it. Before Naruto could do anything, Anko would arrive next to him. Hey Naruto, Naruto would be scared as he would jump to the side. Anko, what the hell? As Anko would laugh at Naruto's surprisement. Naruto would be actually infuriated because now Anko's here and the Grand Fisher is invisible to all the Jonins. As Naruto would point at the Grand Fisher, asking Anko if she saw anything. Anko saying that she didn't, and asking why Naruto is so frantic and beat up. Naruto couldn't explain, as he would have to push Anko away, the Grand Fisher's tongue flying in, smacking into him again. Anko would be surprised as he would see Naruto get hit with an invisible object, seeing him slashing into a tree as he would slide down it. Anko would take out a kunai and get ready to attack whatever was attacking him. Maybe it was a wind style jutsu, but before she could do anything, she'd be smacked as well. Flying in the same direction as Naruto, she would fall to the ground. Naruto would get up and help Anko up, as well as Anko would ask what's happening. Naruto would explain that this creature is invisible, that they can't see it, or he can, but she can't. Anko would be furious as she would say why she can't see it, and Naruto is too tired to explain, so he'd tell Anko to just not question it and listen to everything he says. Now Anko and Naruto would be fighting the Grand Fisher together. Naruto telling Anko what the Grand Fisher is doing due to the fact that he is the only one that can see it, and Anko can't. So Anko would listen to every command Naruto is telling, as he would tell her to duck, jump, or even attack. But her attacks, not imbued with spiritual energy, wouldn't do anything. It would just go straight through the Grand Fisher. The Grand Fisher would laugh at the attempts of these two mortals, trying to kill him, as he would just continue laughing. Naruto finally realizing that there was a moment to attack, he would appear right behind the Grand Fisher using his flash step, about to pierce the back. But before he could do anything, the Grand Fisher would turn around using its weird forehead dangly thingy to smack him. As the little girl would smack Naruto, he would go flying into a tree. Now that Naruto's not able to tell Anko anything, she would also be smacked, as her body would feel a weird pressure around her waist. The Grand Fisher's wrappy thingy around his head, or what should I really call that? Rot? No. What? I don't know. Decoy wire. I don't know. You get the point. Anko would be wrapped as it would be throwing her all around the place. She'd be very beat up as she'd be slammed into a tree sliding down. Naruto, almost out of energy, would use the sword to help him get up as he would stare at the Grand Fisher after beating up Anko. The Grand Fisher would open his mouth trying to eat Anko, as Naruto would realize that this moment he has to do something or else a friend of his will die. Even though Naruto doesn't like seeing Anko or even talking to her, he realized that Anko is also pretty lonely around the village, seeing as everyone does talk bad about her, just like how they talk bad about him. And over the times they met each other in the forest of death, Naruto has grown a small connection towards her and seeing her as an equal and in the same situation. So at this moment, Naruto would rush over to the Grand Fisher, putting all of his energy into one slash as he jumped up in the air, yelling out in absolute rage as he was about to slice down onto the Grand Fisher's tongue as he was about to go grab Anko. The Grand Fisher, seeing this, would move up, smacking Naruto as Naruto be sent flying into the air. The Grand Fisher would laugh as Naruto would go above the tree lines, as now Naruto would be descending down. While Naruto was descending down, he'd be in a world of pain, and eventually his eyes would close. Naruto would open his eyes as he would hear a drop of water land on his head. Standing up, he would wonder where he was, and seeing a giant cage in front of him. What is this? Kurama, feeling another presence in his cage, would open his eyes as Naruto would see a red eye opening up, staring at him. What the? As Kurama would laugh. So, he finally arrived, Naruto. Naruto would be confused as he's never heard this voice before. How do you know my name? As Kurama would laugh. It doesn't matter how I know your name. It's the matter is that you're about to die. Naruto would realize that he is not in the real world, but in fact he might be in... Am I in hell? As Kurama would laugh. No, you're not in hell. Even if there was a place, you wouldn't be there. Naruto would ask where he is, and Kurama would explain that this is his mindscape, and currently he is falling from the sky thanks to that Grand Fisher creature. Naruto would realize this as he would tell Kurama to kick him out right now and get him back into the real world, as Kurama would laugh. There's no point in kicking you back out. You'll just lose again. Now, as Naruto would realize that as well, he didn't stand a chance to get this Grand Fisher. What can he do if he's even sent back? As Kurama would think about it. Maybe I'll help you. As Naruto would be confused. What? As Kurama would nod. If you die, then I die, and I don't want to be killed by a mere hollow that's not even a Rancor, or even in the stronger areas as a Vasto Lord. As Naruto wouldn't be confused about what these are, a Rancor, Vasto Lord, he doesn't know what those mean. As Kurama would sigh, it seems you're still in the dark about your true capabilities. I can't blame you since no one else in this world has that knowledge other than the tail beasts and some other people who also have spiritual energy. Naruto would be conflicted. There's others with spiritual energy? As Kurama would sit down. Well, of course there's others with spiritual energy. You're not that special, you know. Of course there's others. Many of the Jinchurikis like you have spiritual energy due to the fact that we are also half spirit, so... You're not the only one. Naruto would be happy that he's not the only one that has this special energy, but none of them are in the village, and he's currently the only one that has it in the village. As Naruto would be conflicted. There was other people that had spiritual energy, but he was the weakest so far, only having a little bit and doesn't even know full knowledge of it. As Kurama would look down at him. I will tell you my name. Naruto would raise an eyebrow. Why would I want to know that? As Kurama would sigh. Currently, you just have a Zanpakuto that is just basically a sword. Nothing important at all. But once you learn my name, you will unlock the first form of the sword, a Shinkai. Naruto looked at the giant blade. And what's a Shinkai? Kurama would sigh. It's too hard to explain at the moment, but right now you need to unlock it unless you want your friend to die. Naruto would realize that he has to make a split decision now. Does he want to know this demon fox's name or not? Also, if you're wondering when Naruto learned the Kurama, or learned that he is a Jinchuriki, Hiruzen did tell Naruto when they had their meeting because, Naruto had so much spiritual energy and Hiruzen knew that Kurama was the reason for that. And Naruto wanted an answer, so Hiruzen just told Naruto that he had the nine-tailed fox. Naruto, of course, would be mad at this, but, we'd get over it eventually. So currently he is now staring at the nine-tailed fox, either gonna get the name or let Anko die. Naruto would agree as he would say, fine, what's your name? As Kurama would smile. My name is Kurama. Naruto would take that in as he would wake up. Still falling from the ground, he'd land on the ground. The frog about to eat Anko. As the frog would notice Naruto getting up, holding his sword, he would point it at the frog. Are you really gonna try again after getting defeated by me again? As Naruto would smile. This time's different. As he would start to say the name of his spirit, or the combined spirit of his and Kurama's, Unseal Kurama. As a sudden blinding light would happen, energy around the area would start to freeze. Hiruzen, all the way in the Hokage Tower, would feel the same sense that he did on the first night he had unlocked spiritual energy. A mass amount of spiritual energy would be absorbed into Naruto, as the Grand Fisher would be absolutely shocked. Being blinded, he would drop Anko, as Naruto's new blade would stand shining. Think of it as Ichigo's Shinkai, because I'm just too lazy to think of a different design. So it's just Ichigo's Shinkai. Don't worry about it. As Naruto would be pointing at the frog. 3 chains would be at the back of the hilt to symbolize that it's 3 tails worth of Kurama's spiritual energy. And that's probably how I'm going to do it. I'm going to say there's like chains in the back of the sword that symbolize Kurama's spiritual energy. So once Naruto unlocks the greater power of his Zanpakuto, there will be 9 chains. Naruto's outfit would be completely changed to the Soul Reaper outfit, or basically Ichigo's Soul Reaper outfit, black. Replace the white with, no, just black and white. I don't care about the orange. This is a different Naruto after all. As Naruto would be pointing his new Shinkai at the Grand Fisher would realize Naruto's energy has far surpassed what it was last time, as he would forget about Anko. He doesn't need to eat Anko if he can just eat Naruto and gain this much spiritual energy, as Grand Fisher had run over towards Naruto to eat him. Naruto, seeing everything much slower, his skills have been improved, as he would take down the Grand Fisher, cutting off its limb, making Grand Fisher feel pain after a long time. The Grand Fisher realized that Naruto's special energy has now gained much more power, and that he couldn't take on Naruto because Naruto basically just took a health potion, and he's still a bit weak after some hits from Naruto. Obviously, Naruto's hit on the Grand Fisher before he got Shinkai were pretty weak, but still did some damage. So Grand Fisher is basically still at the same base form that he was fighting Naruto, but since Naruto unlocked the Shinkai, Naruto basically just did a reboot. So Naruto's at full energy at this point. So the Grand Fisher realized that Naruto, since he's at full energy and he's not, it's better to run away. Even though the chances of Naruto defeating the Grand Fisher at this very moment are very low, the Grand Fisher realized that that's not a risk he's willing to take, as Naruto might pull some bullshit again and unlock Bankai at this moment. But I'm not going to make that because that'd be too OP too quickly. So the Grand Fisher realized this and run away. Naruto taking in his first victory, not really a first victory, but he'd be happy that Anko is alive. He would pick up Anko and start running over to the entrance, but when he did, Anbu would already be there staring at him, Hiruzen in the middle, as he would ask Naruto what happened. Seeing a new design on Naruto's blade, he would ask what that was. Naruto couldn't explain it, he just said that he got a new sword. As he would see Anko injured up, as he would ask what happened in there, Naruto would explain that they got jumped by very big snakes. This would surprise Hiruzen because Anko and Naruto have been dealing with giant snakes for a very long time. So dealing with them again, even multiple, would be a very low chance of getting injured this much. Naruto would just rub it off, and Hiruzen would just take in the answer. As they would take Anko to the hospital, and Naruto would explain to Hiruzen that he unlocked a new ability with his sword. Hiruzen, now learning more about spiritual energy in Zanpakutos, he'd figure out that Naruto has a Shinkai. After learning this, Hiruzen would also start asking Anbu to go spying on the other Jinchurikis of the other village to figure out what kind of capabilities spiritual energy is. Due to the fact that Hiruzen now knows that other Shinobis have spiritual energy, and mostly the Jinchurikis, so if he learns more about it, he's maybe able to help Naruto learn more about it. With that, Hiruzen would tell Naruto that he's able to join Team 7 now. Naruto would be very happy as he's now about to become a true ninja. The next day, Naruto would be standing in Team 7's field. Kashi, Sasuke, and Sakura would walk up, as Sasuke and Sakura would be confused to see Naruto there. Last time they heard that Naruto failed the Genin exam, and that's why Naruto wasn't there. But now he's here, as Kakashi would explain that Naruto's here to join the team. Sasuke would think nothing of it, but would be very confused that Naruto had a sword on his back, as Kakashi would explain that the bell test begins again, only just to see the teamwork between the three of them, because, you know, they've only been training with Sasuke and Sakura, so it's better to have another teammate. As Sasuke would immediately tell Naruto that the point of this is to work as a team, as Naruto hasn't really been working as a team. He's always been a solo man throughout his 1 week of training with Anbu Hollow and the Forest of Death. Kakashi would bring out a timer, holding out the bell. Obviously, it doesn't matter if they get a bell, but because they already know the point of it. But it's just the concept of getting the bell. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura would disappear into the trees, making Kakashi happy that at least they know the basics of stealth. As Naruto would be with Sasuke, Sasuke would explain their plan, basically making Sasuke the main attack point while Sakura was a support. Sasuke doesn't know about Naruto, and in this version, Sasuke is not super arrogant. He knows that they can't beat Kakashi since they got beaten once, so he has to think smarter. As Naruto would explain that he is very good with Kenjutsu, which it's true as a genin, but if he was put against like Kakashi in swordsmanship, he does not stand a chance. As Sasuke would make Naruto the second support, or basically the main support focus group, as he would send Naruto out first. Sakura would be in the background. Sasuke would grab the bells when he can, while Sakura is more of a throw kunais and stuff. So Naruto would walk out in the field, surprising Kakashi, as Naruto would already have his Zanpakuto out, the Shinkai form, because he already unlocked Shinkai. As he had pointed at Kakashi, "That's a pretty big sword. Can you even use it?" Naruto would smile. "Of course I can use it," as he would do a flash step, which would surprise Kakashi, because no genin can enter that fast of speed to even go faster than a regular eye. Kakashi obviously able to see the movements of Naruto, because he's the G. So he saw Naruto's speed, but it was very impressive for a genin. Not even Sasuke or Sakura could keep up with Naruto's speed with his flash step. As Naruto would continue to use flash step to teleport around Kakashi, making after images, but Kakashi, being a very veteran shinobi and honestly really knowing where Naruto was, couldn't really get, distracted by the after images. So Naruto would continue doing this, and eventually they would go into the clash of weapons. Kakashi bringing out a kunai while Naruto had his Zanpakuto. Naruto would be very pissed that his Zanpakuto wasn't even doing damage to him, because the kunai was getting held in place and he was getting pushed back by kunai. Unknown to Naruto, Kakashi was using chakra to embed the kunai, because if that sword actually did hit a regular kunai, it would cut through it. So Kakashi would just embed the kunai with chakra. So now the kunai and the bankai in the Zanpakuto would be clashing. Sakura would start to throw shuriken and kunai from the distance, obviously making sure not to hit Naruto, and Sasuke would stay in the background throwing out jutsus, mostly fireball jutsus, as Kakashi would notice their teamwork was decent but not very good. Eventually they would fail the test, or fail in the sense of not getting the bells, but the teamwork was decent, so Kakashi would say the real missions would begin tomorrow. Sasuke and Sakura, hearing the real missions, would be very happy, as they would think they would actually go out and start doing some actual ninja stuff. But the next day they'd be very disappointed, as it was just another paint job, as they'd be painting a fence for a flower company. Naruto would be very mad, same with the rest, but what could they do? They're getting. Anyways, that'll be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Please like, subscribe, share this with your friends. Give this video to 10 likes to get part 3 as soon as I can. I don't know when, but when it does get 10 likes, I'll make sure to give you another video. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.